Today I'm hanging out with Mark Cline at Enchanted Castle Studios in Virginia. Coming up here to check out some of the projects that he's doing for us and some of the projects he's doing for other people. This is our Paul Bunyan. We pulled out a magic forest a few weeks ago. Mark is going to start the restoration process for us, get us jump started on the sanding. And then we'll take them to Illinois and get the paint and final stuff done. I got my Viking back there in the background, original Sizzler Bull, also out of Magic Forest, and a bunch of other stuff here. So we'll go in, talk to Mark, have him show us some of the really cool projects he's working on, especially the Space Cowboy for Tulsa. That's a really cool project. I can't wait to see what Mark's been up to.
Hey, I'm Mark Cline at the Enchanted Castle Studios, working on a brand new Muffler Man, sort of an altered version of him, quite a bit altered in fact. He's supposed to look pretty much like this model here. This is he's going to be a space cowboy going out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he's got all kinds of accessories, jet packs, he's got shoulder pads. The only one I've ever done that has a big bubble over his head. And you know, that presented quite a challenge, because in real life, these things are going to have a whole ecosystem that grows up in there, and a lot of dirt and so forth. And so we decided to go with having a visor that's open so people could clearly see the face. A little bit of a challenge. The hat sits up on top of the visor, and we had to devise a way to really, you know, to bolt that down. I mean, there's a lot of high winds out in Oklahoma, and Tornado Alley is what they call it. Looking down at the hat, we got here, here, and here. So 3 points of contact going down where it's all attached into here. So the hat's not just screwed on to the globe. The globe is sandwiched between the head and the hat, and all we're going to do is tighten these up, tighten these nuts up here, so taut the whole thing together. The opening here, the access panel, is going to be covered up with our jet pack. But at this point, this is how we attach the hat in the visor, and there's threaded rods, all threaded, goes all the way up to the hat, connected. Comes and is connected right here into the chest. So I mean, it would take 2 trucks to really, you know, pull this apart to make that happen, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So we really try to over-engineer these things. Okay, now we have the legs here in the other room. Follow me on here. They had to be altered too. He has knee pads. He has a unique belt that's sort of futuristic, and on his belt buckle he's going to have 66. Is that going to work? It's already scratched him up. Oh no! Look for black eye. Paint or fix it. So this is going to sort of go in here. You got it so where it will kind of wrap around in there, and just kind of put this going to hang here. We gave it a little bit of a robot face here.
Yeah.
Hold this up for a second.
Was that your idea? The robot face?
No, this is Mary Beth's idea, and this is where it goes, about right here. And so
okay.
she wants to do bobbleheads.
Okay.
Like this.
Yeah.
There are some other projects I have here that I'm doing with the Joel team up, and they are actually other heads of the Paul Bunyans. This one is going to a collector, private collector. This one though is a total replacement for one that was stolen out of Flagstaff. So this was. He's a replacement piece. You can see other pieces here being done, giant axes. This piece here is going to go down to Georgia. It's a piece that's going to be that's being repaired actually. He's going to be the half-wit. So when we get him done, so we're taking him down to where we can repaint him. So we're sanding him, doing a lot of sanding, stripping. Now this was a former Magic Forest Danbury Fair piece that's being restored. So I've had several of those pieces come through here recently.
I've been working the last half hour on this bunion here. This is, you wouldn't even recognize him now, but this is the Pecos that was at Magic Forest with the big droopy hat that covered his face, and nobody was interested in. When we sold all the, helped Magic Forest sell all the Muffler Men, they all sold except for this guy. Nobody was interested because he looked like a complete wreck. But once we ripped all the elastic off of him, you know, we realized he's a classic bunion underneath. And you know, I've been sanding on them, and I'm at Mark Cline's here. You got to see everything that they're working on inside, and I just had a few extra hours here before I need to head out. So I asked Mark for a sander, and he said sure. So I've been out here grinding away on this guy. I love seeing these guys come back to life, and can't wait to see this one restored to classic, back to a classic bunion.
Thousands of people love watching restorations and enjoy seeing something once majestic become majestic again. Mark Cline is someone who gets that, and not only does he get it, but he has been a huge help in our restoration efforts. Mark is also an incredible artist, so when a new creation is needed, like a Buck Atoms statue for Tulsa, Oklahoma, he's just the guy for the job. It's always a great day when we can hang out in the shop with Mark Cline and watch him bring back to life some of the giants of Magic Forest, or create something new that will one day become a longtime relic of the Mother Road. It makes it worth all the time we put into these giants and the challenges of taking them down. But that is another story.